On this week's show, we get chased through the mountains by a police car. We check out the latest limited edition Toberlone. I get stuck behind a wall on the ZX Spectrum. And the festive spirit comes to us in the form of a high quality AV cable.
Hello, yes, it is me, it is Jace at Retrogames. Hello, how are you? Happy Retrogames Day. It is Friday. Yes, it is Friday. Thank goodness for that. You're going to look at my ugly mug again, talking to you about some old video games. Are we getting bored of video games? No, never. How can we get bored of them? There are so many millions of them. I wonder, I was thinking this the other day, how many games are there? If you went through, you could come up, okay, it's not going to be super accurate, but if you went through every single format ever released and added the totals of all their inventory, all their libraries of games together, would you get to a number? It's tricky when you get to mobile and the App Store and all those apps on the you used to play on your iPad Touch that have all just disappeared. So I guess it's tricky, but wouldn't it be good to know that there is 1.7 million games made in the, humans have made that many games? I don't know, is it just me? It's probably just me. Get on with it, Jace.
Well, it's quite simple, really. Every week we get loads of new games, so Jace holds them up to the camera and tells you how much they're worth. What else do you want?
Hardware, and you can see what this hardware is. This is actually the original shipping box. Yes, it's a Philips CDI, but you're thinking that's quite compact. Yeah, it's the CDI 470. We haven't had one of these on the show yet, so I thought I would bring it on. Let's open the box and show you. There we have inside the box, got a very, very serious SCART cable here. Crazy. Yeah, proper expensive one. We've got the controller. It's typical CDI remote. Two of them. Have we got two? Yeah, we've got two. You don't often get two controllers in the consoles we sell because we'll take one out and sell it separately. But this time we haven't. Let's take it out. Here we go. We've got some. What have we got in here? We've got the manual. There's the manual. And then we've got the starter disc. We've got a tutorial disc. And here's the console. Let's get it out. And there it is. What a beauty. Let's move the packaging. Now, let's be honest. The original CDI is a bit of a mega beast. Made to look like a hi-fi separate, huge, unwieldy thing that you have sitting under the TV, wondering why the hell you've got it. Now, this one is much better. It's like half the size. Let's just get it on that big camera. There you go. It's still similar aesthetically. It's still got a front drawer, it's got an input button, it's got an on-off. I do believe this has got the built-in video card. You have to buy that separately on the older models. But on the 470, that is all sorted out for you. But yeah, it is still a CDI. It is the king of edutainment. I should do one day a top 10 best CDI games, because there are some great games out there. But there are some games that are worth actually playing that actually have arcade elements to them. But that's for another day. Move on, Jace.
What's on the table?
Here is an unusual racing game for the PlayStation. Why has he just picked racing games all the time? I don't know. USA Racer. No, I hadn't played this before. I thought that's got to come on the show. It's the ultimate race through the USA. Let's check it out.
And as you'll see straight away, this is a game that doesn't take itself too seriously. We barely have to stay on the roads. It's a race and chase drive-a-thon through the American countryside. It suffers with awful pop-up, but it's a race and chase Dukes of Hazzard, Need for Speed style, avoid the cops racing through the countryside kind of game. And remember, when this came out, GTA was a top-down racer. It wasn't like this. I mean, the game is fun to look at, but the handling isn't great. It's very easy to drive up the walls, collect these spanners to repair the car. Very basic, it's very arcadey. It's what we're here for, arcade fun. This is no way a simulation. Let's just keep going a little bit further, through the bushes, through the hedges. This game also came out on PS2. It's slightly better on PS2, but more endearing on PS1.
Yeah, the ultimate race, isn't it? Beautiful condition. Came in as part of that mint lot that we listed a few months ago. And I've been saving it. I've been saving it to have a look at it. Yeah, beautiful condition, like new. Yeah, fantastic, rare PlayStation game. Now this is something special for you PC fans. This is the classic game Day of the Tentacle, related to Maniac Mansion, in a very strange box. Wow, this is like the Toberlone box is what I'm going to call it. It is a triangular box. Let's just show you. Look at that. Very, very strange, incredibly hard to store. I mean, who came up with these? And it's got a pop-up cardboard lid. And the games are just, all the stuff's just whacked into a triangular tube.
Now, if you are unaware of Maniac Mansion and this game, they are point and click comedy adventures. And unusually, they're actually pretty funny. Still funny.
Hi, horsey.
Hi yourself.
Nice teeth.
Thanks. I paid quite a bit for them.
Did I mention how great your teeth look?
Thanks again.
I gotta go.
See you later.
This is the enhanced edition on CD-ROM. I'll get the stuff out anyway. It's hard to get excited about the stuff. We've got the disc, there it is. We've got the manual and the hint book. And there's the loading guide and the warranty. So that is the whole of the contents. But it's all about that box that makes it worth this much.
I am a vampire in a supermarket.
Now here's a sequel you didn't know anything about. F-Zero 2. What? F-Zero 2? What, for the SNES? F-Zero 2! Get over it! Yeah. Here it is, F-Zero 2. Yeah, it's in this plastic thing. Let me take out this plastic thing. F-Zero 2 for the SNES. And you're thinking, well, I don't remember playing that before. No, you don't, because it's another one of those homebrew malarkey carts.
Yes, but this is a homebrew malarkey cart with a difference, because this game is actually made by Nintendo. Yes! F-Zero 2 is actually a proper sequel. More tracks, different cars. Same game though, pretty much. But this rare sequel was released in Japan for the Satellaview online SNES service. Now, we never got this in the West. So this game actually came out. It's actually developed by Nintendo. I don't think they put a lot of effort into it. The Satellaview wasn't particularly popular or well liked. But this remade translation does allow you to play this original game on your SNES. If you love F-Zero, you might as well play even more of it.
And let's just get it out. Will this one have a manual? Will it have a manual? No, no manual. There is no manual, but there is a very lovely, glossy, brand new cartridge. You can play F-Zero, one of the seminal classics on the SNES. And now you can have the sequel. Wow! F-Zero 2.
So this week I started my new job at Boots the Chemist, but I think one of my mates sent someone in to wind me up and got me in trouble with the manageress. Yeah, because she said, "Hello, can you help me?" And I said, "Yes, I can help you. What do you want?" And she said, "I want a toilet in the tree." And I just laughed and I said, "You're mad. You don't get toilets for sale in Boots the Chemist." And she said, "No, I need toiletries." And I said, "We're not going to have more than one."
OMG, another super rare PAL PlayStation 1 game. It is MegaMan Legends 2. Before I show you it, let's check the game out.
Okay, so now I might get a little bit controversial. I am going to put it out there. You may not agree with me, but I do not understand what makes the Mega Man franchise so desirable, so rare, so expensive, so collectible, when it's pretty much just an average arcade adventure. Well, these later 3D games are. I don't get it. I mean, there's the completest argument. Yes, you want to get every game, but come on. I'm now standing in a post office.
And there it is. It is in beautiful condition. Again, lovely example of this super rare game. And there we go. We'll open it up and let's have a look. There it is. There is the disc. It's upside down. I'm not even going to turn it because it's so beautiful. I mean, that manual is incredible. No, I don't sing that anymore.
Look at that manual.
How much you thinking? How much you thinking for a Mega Man 2 on the original PlayStation? UK PAL version is rarer. What about this? Oh!
Yeah, Jace, I went to that CEX shop, you know, that all the old retro gamers go on about. I thought it was rubbish. I couldn't find me bread, me eggs, me newspaper. I don't want to go there ever again.
Spectrum! Yeah, Spectrum. Okay, Holiday in Sumaria. Now, the reason I picked this is because I just love that title. Let me show you. Holiday in some area. In some area. It's in some area. Since it's lazy, but also kind of brilliant as well. And it's really a kind of a bogus reason for the game to be called that, because it's about a holiday in space. You've ended up on the planet some area. It's not actually a seaside resort or anything to do with going on holiday. It is an isometric game in the style of Alien 8. Let's check it out.
As someone who initially thought that Hungry Horace was technically impressive, it still amazes me that the humble ZX Spectrum is able to do isometric graphics like this. And what pretty graphics they are. Really chunky scenery, which seems to be jam-packed full of mushrooms. Now this is a problem with this game. I am now not visible on the screen. The isometric view obscuring my ability to play. I'm bashing up against the scenery. I can't quite see where I've got to go. I'm walking into the door frame. I'm not sure that this was the kind of challenge the developer intended.
I'm not sure that Pirate had the distribution of other budget labels on the Spectrum like Mastertronic or Codemasters, because they did sell in far smaller numbers. There's the label there. Yeah, but that doesn't mean there weren't some interesting games on the Pirate label, and I think Holiday in Some Area is one of them.
What's on the table?
Here's a rare Spectrum game for you. This is a game by Wildest Dreams. Now, Wildest Dreams, their most famous game is Warp Factor 9, rip-off of Star Trek. There's so many rip-offs of Star Trek on the 8-bit formats. But this game is called Mazeball. Let's check it out.
So firstly, this is a ridiculously noisy game. For some reason, it just blasts you in the face with a really loud sound effect that you cannot turn off. And I know what you're thinking. This looks interesting, and it does, doesn't it? A tiny little ball in a maze. Now, you only have one control. I am pressing that button, trying to change the direction. You can change the direction. I've made big, but then you go back on yourself. You press the button to change the direction of the ball. That's all you do. One button press. That's the whole game. And I am trying to get out of this cul-de-sac. Yes. Okay, back in this row. Now, missed. It is so easy to fall back to miles before where you got to, and you've got to get to the other end of the screen. What a ridiculously tough game, but I do love it. I love the little tiny ball. I love the concept. I just think if I don't stop playing it soon, I'm going to smash my computer to pieces.
Now, I think the reason why Wildest Dreams games are so rare is because they were made for rental. I think you, which is strange, I think you rented them from the company and had to send them back. I don't know. I might be making all that up. But it is a proper game. And there's the cassette. It's beautiful condition. But a very interesting Spectrum title by Wildest Dreams. I'll be honest, I have wilder dreams than that.
Hello, I'm here today to talk to you about the ZX Spectrum. I created the ZX Spectrum as a serious machine for serious users. And what I have found is people tend to gravitate towards leisure software. I do not like games. I don't like people who play games. I wish I had never produced the Spectrum. But honestly, the thing that upsets me the most is other people recreating my Spectrum and cashing in on my legacy.
Something for the Atari computer series now, and this is an unusual one. Atari 400, 800, I think this is an Atari 800 game. Beer Belly Burt's Brew Biz. I mean, what iteration? I mean, what amazing iteration. How many B's? Because they could have got one more in, couldn't they? Brilliant Beer Belly Burt's Brew Biz. Bonkers Beer Belly Burt's Brew. I can't. I mean, it's a crazy name for a game. Before we show you what it looks like close up, let's check the game out.
Hang on. That's not Greg Wallace, is it? He's everywhere this week. No, here we go. This is Burt's Brew Biz. He looks a bit like a pig in the game, doesn't he? He looks like Porky Pig. And for some reason, he's shooting. This is a platformer in the spirit of, say, Technician Ted. A platformer set in a factory, or a beer factory in this case. He does look a bit like a pig. Well, I guess just a big fat man. But why is he shooting people? You don't shoot people in the factory, do you, Greg? Greg, you tell us what goes on in the factory. It's another simple game of ladders and platforms. Is that Morph there on the left? I think it's Morph doing some shopping. My biggest question is, why is Beer Belly Burt in the nuddy?
And here it is. It's an Americana, $4.99 original retail price on a disc game, which is unusual. Nothing missing. The instructions are on the back of the inlay. There we go. The very brief instructions. Not much to say about it. But yeah, very unusual game for the Atari 400. Atari 800. I keep saying that. 400, 800. Or 600 XL. Move on, Jace.
Quite frankly, I've had enough of this. I'm off to the garden centre.
Now here we have someone's Christmas present, I reckon. It is a mint in the box Game Boy. We don't get many of these, and they sell very well, and they're very expensive, and you'll all hate retro games. Oh, why are you charging so much? Because of the condition. Let me just show you. Look at that beautiful thing. I mean, that is just a beautiful... Remember, this is 1989, isn't it? DMG 01, and that is just a mint box. That is a mint box. And you're thinking, well, yeah, the box is okay, but what about the rest? Don't worry, it's consistent. Let's pull out the poly tray, and there we have it. Look at that beautiful lid. Take the lid off. We've got the Game Boy Flyer, brand new. We've got the warranty card. And then we've got the goods. We've got the Game Boy connection cable. We've got the Tetris game. We've got the strap still in its plastic underneath the strap. We've got the manual for Game Boy and a little thing there, and the manual for Tetris underneath that. Yeah, everything as it should be. And it's a beautiful Game Boy too. Absolutely beautiful, pristine condition. What an amazing set. Are you lucky enough to get this for Christmas? And I think that is enough for today, don't you think? I think that was enough. He says it was enough. It was enough. Shut up, Marvin. You're not on the show anymore. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Until next time, happy retro gaming, retro gamers!
Retrogames says thank you for watching. Retrogames says thank you for watching.
I am a vampire in a supermarket. Why do I not get shown on the show all the time? I am a vampire in the supermarket.